And they came after coworkers of mine. I can't get into who, what, when, where, and why to protect their identities and their own process. But so that's what happened to me professionally. And then what happened to me personally was very disturbing. So I have to be very vague about this because ongoing investigation, but I think you'll understand what I'm saying, is they showed my wife and I they can touch me at any time, 2 times.
What he means by that is either they were INWs, which is indication warnings projects, programmable life forms, sending out basically extraterrestrials that are programmable that will go into your house and do whatever they're programmed to do, or someone got in contact with the aliens and had them show up to fuck with him. That's what he means when he says touched.
And it was very disturbing. It was in conjunction with some other people getting a message like that are, let's say, publicly well known, some that aren't publicly well known. And of course, I immediately reported that to, counterintelligence, federal law enforcement local to me, because it, wasn't criminal, but it was like a fuck you to me. Like, and this was right before I filed my whistleblower complaint. Now, I don't know who did this, entity who did X, Y, and Z to my wife and I, identity unknown, but it fucking happens. And I, provided that documentation to a couple special agents, and I just knew that it was getting serious. And, as well, first of all, I'm the kind of person, I'm from Pittsburgh, like Steel Town. I don't take shit from people. And I decided, fuck it, I'm going to file an inspector general complaint to protect myself. I'm in fear for my safety. My wife's an Air Force veteran too, and, very strong individual, but, as a man, you don't want to put your family at risk. And, did certain other measures, which I won't talk about, to protect myself, physically. And I could not believe that was happening to me. No kidding. And I knew I needed to do something internally. And then when I saw the writing on the wall earlier this year, and of course I knew about the Schumer Amendment, like I mentioned earlier, and I knew, I'm like, I got to do this for my own protection, because me leaving the federal service, because I resigned my Air Force commission, I totally threw that career away, to do what I thought was the right and patriotic thing, to whistleblow on this, and I, swore my oath 18 years ago, and that sounds hokey, but I believe, integrity first, service before self, and excellence all we do. That's the Air Force motto. And I'm like, this is not going to help me personally. Like, love talking to you. I like spreading this message because it's the right and ethical thing to do, but this is a nightmare for me. I don't want to be public. I've served the country in clandestine and covert operations for 14 years. I've done technical intelligence for some of the most high-profile takedowns in U.S. history. I shouldn't even be here, but I am, because I want to see change. I saw something unethical and unmoral. I want to make sure I hold that element of the government accountable, and it was the right fucking thing to do.